Yo, everybody's so aggressive on a Sunday morning. There's a lot of testosterone. Plenty of it here in studio, as you see as well. Good Sunday morning, and Tony at the Collins and Elle Duncan with you. Who would have thought that when free agency in the NBA started exactly a week ago, right, that we would be talking at some point about what team Russell Westbrook should be traded to? But alas, that's where we are. We'll dive into it, but we're going to start in the octagon, Tony.
We're going to start with craziness that happened yesterday at UFC 239. It was
Oh, summer dreams ripped at the seams. And new dad, same result in DC. We've got a half-hour headlines with everything, too.
Oh, it's packed. UFC 239 is in the books. To say delivered is an understatement, Elle. Let's start with what was surprising, the main event.
After her win against Holly Holm, Amanda Nunes has now defeated every single women's bantamweight champion. She also holds a win over current flyweight champion Valentina Shevchenko and former featherweight champion Chris Cyborg. Scherzer now leads MLB with 181 strikeouts this season, joining a pretty short list of players to have at least 175 strikeouts before the All-Star break in multiple seasons. It's a list that includes Hall of Famers like Randy Johnson, Nolan Ryan, and Sandy Koufax. Apparently, once the Lakers lost out on Kawhi, they were like, let's do this. They wasted no time filling out the rest of their roster, a roster that 10 days ago had 4 players on it. So DeCousins and Rondo, just 2 of 7 different players that the Lakers have signed in the 2 days since Kawhi joined their in-state rivals.
We're saying that?
I can't believe that we're saying, I could have, listen, when I woke up the other morning and I saw Paul George, I was like, wait, where did he come from? But nevertheless, here we are. It's been an exciting free agency. We've seen all of the NBA's power balance essentially shift. So for more on who is now the presumptive favorites in the West and East, we turn it over to the Jump. Certainly will be. Let's switch gears to baseball. There was a time when the flip of one's bat after a home run would always lead to a hit by pitch for retribution. Call it part of baseball's unwritten rules. Old schoolers tend to label the bat flip as disrespectful, while the new generation feels it's all in good fun. But there's one element that no one's thinking about. What about the poor bat itself? The level of mistreatment it receives on a daily basis has Keith Olbermann quite concerned. Little man with that bat flip.
That one wins.
Was fantastic. It absolutely broke the internet. I don't understand this. Like, it's
I don't mind it. It's fun.
Who cares? The unwritten rules are a big reason why young heads in baseball are like, come on, lose the recipient. He's alive.
He is good. He went to the hospital. Everything was negative, so.
I feel like that's important. He's a person that is alive. E60 is coming up right here on ESPN. We're going over to ESPN2 with much more on NBA free agency still ahead. Where's Russell Westbrook going? As first reported by the New York Post, Mets GM Brodie Van Wagenen reportedly threw a chair in a contentious meeting with manager Mickey Callaway and his coaching staff after Friday's loss to the Phillies. So Van Wagenen was reportedly incensed that despite Jacob deGrom pitching 7 strong innings, the Mets bullpen yet again allowed 5 runs in the 9th, blew another save, and essentially wasted deGrom's gym. In response to the report, Callaway said last night after their game, his relationship with Van Wagenen is, quote, fantastic. I threw
like peace, bye, out.
After 3 hours, I would take a little bit of that, right? So we've got a lot coming up here.
Yeah.
Actually, rather over on ESPN. We're on ESPN2 right now. E60 is coming up right here, but what do we have over on ESPN?
Well, it's Championship Sunday, and we're going to have a fresh Sports Center with Jay Harris and Jen Latta. The women are trying to win another final. They start all the action today, and Julie Foudy is there with a couple of 99ers.
Here's some other good news, because we were wondering. Megan Rapinoe, Rose Lavelle, both in the starting 11. They were dealing with hamstring injuries in the last round, but it looks like they are good to go, and they will start tonight.
All right, we're done here. We're going to send you over to ESPN with Jay Harris and Jen Latta for Ellen, Tony. Bye.
Bye.